Hi guys, in today's video, I'm gonna walk you through how to build a very cheap yet reliable and efficient irrigation system for your front yard or your backyard. There's really no reason that you should spend more than $100 on what I'm about to show you. All of these items are available either at Home Depot or on Amazon or a similar retailer. I live here in Arizona and it is super important for young plants to get a ton of water regularly throughout the week or month in the super dry summer months. So I'll show you how to hook it up to a timer and then run the tubing so that you can make sure that all of your new loved plants are getting a ton of water and you don't have to go on vacation and worry about coming back to a yard full of dead plants. All right, so what's the first step in making a cheap and reliable irrigation system for my yard? You're gonna wanna think about your yard, visualize your yard, maybe you wanna put it down on paper, and then you wanna map out where are the plants? Where do I need to make the tubing go from the hose spigot to each of my individual plants? Now, you wanna go and pick up some of these splitters possibly, maybe some elbow joints. I recommend the Rainbird brand. It's available, I believe at Home Depot and possibly Lowe's as well. So basically you wanna map out the water transit system across your yard. And then after that, you wanna figure out what is gonna be the frequency of the watering schedule. So it's really important to invest in a good timer. And I actually have another one of these. If you watch my other video about the backyard irrigation system, this one's gonna be hooked up to the front yard. So let's take a closer look at this timer. Okay, so this is the BN Link timer. I got it off of Amazon. After doing a lot of research, I found that this really is the best one because you can do intervals between 0 and 15 days, which is a really long period of time. Most of them only go up to 7 days. So this one costs about $28 and I'll put a link in the description in my video. Let's take a look at some of these settings. It's very easy to use. It actually has an on and off program. You can set the time and then it has 3 different irrigation cycles. I'm gonna turn it on and then you can set the start time. It could be 6:35 in the morning. It can run for 1 minute or hours if you want it to. And then you can adjust the number of hours or days in between each cycle. So I have 3 different sections of plants that I want to keep watered throughout the summer and realistically throughout the whole year. So just like my previous video, this is the 1/2-inch tubing that we're going to be using, and you just run it along the plants and then put a sprinkler head on it, and it gives you about a foot of coverage. So this is just one section, and then let's go check out the other areas. So this is a Mexican fan palm as well as some aloe plants that I want to keep hydrated throughout the summer. Generally palms like moist soil, so I want to make sure that this gets watered at least once a week. And then finally, this is a ponytail palm. They grow really slow, but they're really cool when they're adults. And this is one that likes a deep watering. So I want to make sure that this gets a lot of water with a bunch of different sprinkler heads so that we can really soak the soil. And then here's the spigot. I hooked up a splitter so that one will be used for the timer and the irrigation system, and then one will be used just for the regular garden hose here. And then this is basically the junction. So I have one tube coming off of the hose, and then one going to the ponytail palm, and then I'll have another one going to that garden bed here, and then the Mexican fan palm out front. Okay, so I got everything hooked up and got my line work done, and I'll show you what I've done here. Here's the 3-way split coming from the hose, and then the ponytail palm here, and then it goes under the fence, and it wraps around the garden bed right here, and then all the way down to the Mexican fan palm and the aloe near the street. What I'm doing here is digging a couple-inch trench so I can drop the pipe in and make it a little bit less obvious from the yard so it's just not sitting on top of the grass. So I'm gonna do that on this side and then right over here as it crosses the cement walkway. So the next step is adding these adjustable drippers, these little sprinkler heads, to various points around the tubing, so you can get a equal coverage for all the plants that you're trying to keep watered throughout the summer. And I'll show you what one of these looks like. It is just a small little sprinkler with a barb so that you can puncture it right into the tube And again, I would, place them depending on where your plants are, various spots around the plants that you want to keep watered, and recommend maybe 2 or 3 per plant. So I got a pack of 25 here, and I'm going to go ahead and put those in the tubing, and that's basically our last step before I can go ahead and test the whole irrigation system. Okay, all of the bubbler heads are now in, and we're ready to test the irrigation system. Let's go ahead and turn it on and see how we did. All right, perfect. Let's go check on the other plants. Looking really good. And then finally, the fan palm out front. Excellent. Our job here is done. Thanks so much for watching the video. If you don't mind, give me a like. I would really appreciate it. Check out my other videos for more cool DIY projects. Until next time, see you later.